So a person is posek, Perish Masna makes a Tanai with the guy about a malacha, v'kotzitz damim, and he sets a price to pay the guy for doing this malacha. Then it would be permitted for the guy to go ahead and do that work for himself. And he's doing it on Shabbos mutter. And this is what's called kablanus, that the guy receives a set wage for doing this malacha, and we don't care when he does it or when he doesn't do it. He's just doing this for his set fee at his own cheshbon. When is this stated? Bitzina, if the guy is working privately, in a way that everyone cannot tell that this malacha is really being done for the sake of a Jew. You do it my first semester, it was a well-known thing that this malacha is being done for a Jew. Aser. Someone sees the guy working, does not know that he did make a set price, and therefore that the guy is working as a kablan. He's thinking he's getting paid a wage, a schir yom, a daily worker, he's getting paid a daily wage, and therefore he's working at the request of a Jew, which would be aser. Haposek im ha'enu Yehudi. Someone who makes a deal with the guy will build him a chatzer or a wall or harvest a field. If it was inside the city, or even not in the city but within the tchum, the 2,000 mil outside of the city that you're allowed to walk on Shabbos, also you're not allowed to let the guy do work there on Shabbos. Because the people who see it would not know that he had made, in fact, a set price. Even if he lives among Goyim, and therefore the Goyim won't, they don't keep Shabbos, so there are no Yidden who live there. Maybe a guest would come there who's Jewish, or even the people in his own house, so they don't know how he makes his deals, and they won't be choshed that he did it be'eser. However, if the malacha is being done outside of the tchum, there is no other city within the tchum, and the place is completely and totally a goyish place, and no Yidden live there, then it will be permitted, since he did make this as a kabbalah, so there's no marasayan. The halacha is there about a guy who brings the Jewish person's sheep back into his flock in those cases when it could be mutter or when it cannot be mutter. There is a number of discussions about if there are some places or some cases in which these type of construction things could be done beheter, if a place where people would know that it was done by kabbalas or something like that. All these things, and as we'll see in going on later on, the Siman need to be first. The person who says how to deal with it. To cut stones or to fix beams to build in a building, even if it's in the house of the guy, it's also to do on Shabbos. Since it's for the tzerich of building something that's connected to the ground, and is a very well-known thing, like which would be aser. So even though the guy is doing only preliminary work on Shabbos, it's still aser. If the guy did make them on Shabbos, it's aser to use them in your building. Some say, however, it's not publicized that what the guy is doing is for Yisrael, and this is going really on everything that we've seen so far in the Siman. It's most likely going to be practical only by the preparing the building materials. But if it's not nicker, it's not clear that this would be done for a Jew, shari, then it would be permitted. If a guy built a house for a Jew on Shabbos and it was done be'isr, like we saw in the beginning of the Siman, it is proper to be machmer ever to go into that house. If the Yid had made a Tanai with the guy before doing the work not to work on Shabbos, and the guy did the malacha anyway on Shabbos against the will of the Jew, because he's hurrying to finish the work, he does not have to worry about using the building, because he's did this in violation of the deal that they had. Violent comments in Tavkuf Mem Gimel talk about similar halachas. L'mayis Mishnah brings on a number of poskim who discuss the practical application of these halachas here. Some who want to be machmir, even in this last case, some who bring down ways to be makel. In the other cases, and of course, l'mayis will need to discuss with a rav for an actual ruling. Melachas parhasya, work that is done in public, afilu b'mitalton, even though the work is done on something that is movable. Work done on a Jew's boat. Everyone knows it's his boat. Dina kama melachas mechaber. It's the same thing as a house or the field. Im sacher eno yehudin l'shanan l'shtayim shichtev le'yishiyar beged. If a person hires a guy to work for a year or two to write something for him or to sew him something, or is a kosta very Shabbos, the guy can keep doing that work on Shabbos. Kilu katzitz ima shichtev l'sefer shiyar beged, because it's as if he made it tonight. The set price, you write the sefer, you weave this bagged, and I'll pay you. And the worker can do the work whenever he wants to. It's only true if he does not make a cheshbon day by day with him. And he doesn't do the work in the Jew's house, because then it's totally up to him what to do. Some say it's still aser if he's hiring a guy, even though he hired him for an extended period of time. This would only be true if he hired him for a specific job. If he hired him to do whatever work I want you to do within this year, then everyone will agree that it's also a Jew buys the right to collect taxes. And then he rents it to a guy, this right to, he hires a guy who's going to collect the taxes actually for him. Mutter, that would be permitted. If it's done as a kablan, where he gives the guy a set rate to collect all these taxes, I'll pay you this amount. For every 100 dinner you collect, I'll pay you this amount. And therefore he's not mentioning and requesting any specific work on Shabbos. Alternatively, he could make a tanai with the guy that all of the taxes collected on Shabbos will belong to the guy. Therefore, everything that they make on Shabbos goes to the guy. We shouldn't be choshish that people will say he's really collecting this just for the Jew, because this is a big hefsid, and therefore they were not going to be choshish for this problem. Also Jew who has the authority over the minting coins, like someone else, the tax collecting authority, even though there's noise that's going out of the people actually minting the coins, obviously the goyim is doing the work on behalf of the Jew, since if he could make this tonight with the goyim like he did with the tax, is going to be permitted. Finally, commensuration on base. But you have to be careful in these cases. That the Jew cannot sit there with the guy while the guy is doing the work of the coins or the taxes, because that's looking like he's involved with this business. The post will talk about it, if he could be there to prevent the guy from stealing from him or something like that, and a number of details, a lot of discussion in the post about the details of these type of arrangements.